If you already have an Adobe account, please jump to minute 320. If you do not, continue to watch to learn how to create an Adobe account to use across the entire platform. We're going to look at using Adobe Spark, and we're going to start with the account and the login options you have. We are looking at it on a web browser. I'm using Chrome. You can also use Safari if you would like, or Firefox if you are interested in using that. I am on my Mac, so this is what it would look like on your MacBook in relation to the account. We will have a section for the iPad, but we're going to start with this one. So when you first go to spark.adobe.com and you choose login, if you would like to use your WCPS email as it connects to a Google account, you can. I prefer to actually use a free Adobe account. So if you choose Start Now for free on the spark.adobe.com site, it is going to redirect you and have you create an Adobe ID. It is free. You can use your WCPS email. It does have a limit as far as how much you can save. I believe right now it's 2 gigabytes. But if you would like, you can also upgrade to a pro account, and they have educator discounts. But for the most part, for most people's use, you wouldn't really need that unless you're going to be using this a great deal. And if you do, that's fine. You can talk to your school to make the purchase if you would like, or you can purchase it on your own. The account is yours in relation to the fact that when you create the password and you create the account, it uses the email to verify who you are and verify your login, but it is your account. So I'm going to log in to my Adobe. The reason it's also good to use your Adobe ID or an Adobe ID is because if you use it on an iOS device like your iPad, or if you want to sign in somewhere else, you use what they call their Creative Cloud, which means it saves across, and any projects that you create in Adobe Spark using your Mac will show up on the applications in the iPad and vice versa. So it's a nice crossover to use the Adobe account as you move forward. So once you are signed into Adobe Spark, and this is how it will make sure that it saves all your information, you'll see that I have my projects right here, and these are just some examples and really quick generic ones I've made. And I can begin to create in one of two ways. I can either choose the plus button, which is going to show me this page. I can choose a post, a page, or video, or you can go to the upper left hand corner of that same opening landing page, choose the 3 lines, and then choose page from here. You'll also notice in your navigation on the left that you can go to your projects. They do have an inspiration gallery that has several examples of each one broken down by category. There is a blog that has some really cool, helpful things you can look at, features, mobile app support, and then you can sign out or look at settings. So that is when you log in, how you log in, and what you're going to look at as you start to navigate the account with spark.adobe. We are going to look at creating a Spark video, and this is the web browser version on the MacBook. We'll also be looking at the iPad app in another video. So whenever I am in Adobe Spark and I've signed in, I will go to the plus and choose a video. Spark Video before, or Adobe Voice as it had been called, it looks very much the same. It's pretty much the same setup. There are just a few changes. First thing you'll notice is you can give it a title. You can do that now or later, so if you don't want to give it a title now, you can skip. We'll just call this test, push next. The next section here allows you to either choose a template if you want, or to start from scratch. If you do choose a template, the key to that is that it gives you a frame to work with. So if you have students who are going to use this and they may want to have a little bit more personalized experience so that they can see how to lay it out, and maybe they don't want to take the time to have to try to plan it out, it gives them the pointers and direction, and they just fill it in and create it as they want. We are going to start from scratch, and anytime you start, or the first time you start, you will have the option to watch this tutorial video. I do recommend that you watch it if you've not used it before. It does give you a really good overview of how to use it, what to do. If you've seen it, or if you don't want to do it, you can turn on Don't Show This Tutorial Again, and then click OK, I'm ready, and that way the next time you create a new Spark video, it doesn't pop up. So this is my opening screen, and my preview and share buttons are the same pretty much across all of the Adobe Spark programs. To the right, I have my themes, which you'll see on the side. You can scroll through and you can change these at any time that you would like, whether you are just beginning or you've already created it. The next one is music. There are a lot of different options here for you to use the different styles of music, and what this will do is layer this music in the background. You can control the volume, or if you want, you can turn music off completely, so that way there's no music in the background. The Add My Music actually is something that is going to try to pull from your computer. So if you have any music on your Mac that you would like to use, you are able. Just keep in mind that you need to give credit to wherever it came from and that you have permission to use it in the way that you want to share it. Please watch the second video covering Adobe Spark Video on the Mac to see further editing and sharing features.